Hi, my name is Dr. Kate Truitt, and I'd like to talk a little bit right now about loneliness and depression when we're telecommuting. For those of us who have been shifted to a telecommute scenario right now, the shift can feel pretty jarring, especially because often going to work every day is our primary social engagement. We spend so much of our time in the work environment, 8 to 10 hours a day for some of us, and then the other 6 to 8 hours is usually spent sleeping, which means that we have about 8 hours left for family engagement, and that's usually early in the morning and later in the evening. Our prime social hours are frequently in the office. And if we're suddenly shifted to a telecommute environment, that can be very jarring for our autonomic nervous system. We are attachment-based species, which means that we rely on other people for energy, for motivation, for connection, and engagement. So during this time, if you're transitioning to telecommuting, be really intentional about continuing to set up meetings through video. Even if that's a meeting that is specifically designed for connection. It doesn't have to be project-based. If you have a regular group of people that go to lunch together, make sure that you have a 15-minute chat every day with those individuals to continue those conversations about how the family's doing, the dog, the cat, whatever it might be. Even if it's there's not a whole lot of sports teams going on right now. But finding those moments for connection and intentionally scheduling them through video will help your brain and your body know that you're not alone in the world navigating this. And as we all navigate the experience of coronavirus, connection is going to be so important. We need to keep reminding our brain and our body that we're not alone and that we have a community. So first step is to look at your daily schedule and identify what are your traditional water cooler times and who participates in those times. And to schedule 10 to 15 minute connection points. And a group connection point is very easy. When you do jump into a call or a video meeting, and this is really important for leadership, take 2 to 3 minutes to check in with everybody. See how they're doing, to have the more traditional conversation that would be happening as people are slowly trailing into a meeting and preparing to get to work. When we're on video or when we're on audio, it's so organic to get straight to the point, and we lose the human connection. So being really intentional about maintaining space for the relationship building piece. I also highly recommend transitioning to having more video connection points rather than relying on email. Email, I know, can feel so easy, but we miss that human element. We miss the verbal data, we miss the facial expressions. And so even if it's just a 3-minute video chat with your leadership or with a colleague or with a team member, make that happen and have transparent conversations around it, why you want it. And ask if that's possible for the leadership to send out a memo and request a little bit more of that, because that will enhance overarching productivity. It can feel like the more video calls we do, the less productive we'll be just send an email, but right now people are going to need more and more dopamine, and dopamine comes from human connection. So being really mindful and intentional about setting up connection points will increase overarching productivity and protect against loneliness. Like I said, loneliness is one of the greatest experiences that gets in the way of motivation, that leads to procrastination and impairs workers' ability to do their best work. So the more we can all come together with intention and the more leadership can model that, the more successful the overarching team and thus the company will be. So connect, engage, and be intentional. Here's the goals. Schedule a regular meeting every day with your regular work crew. Be intentional about reaching out and connecting with individuals throughout the day through audio or video. Don't rely purely on email. Even old communications that were email-based, take a moment, transition them to audio. Reach out to leadership for support. When you go into video meetings, be intentional about still having the conversations that are the human conversations. Don't stay only project and task focused. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Keep connecting. We need it, we love it, and our brains and our bodies adore it.